So now we're going to move on to our final task, which is going to be called STEAM's Next Top Model. So the top 5 teams are Animal Crackers, Julian, Team Yuan, Ghostbusters, and The Boys. So these are going to be our top 5 teams, and you guys are going to be the ones competing in the final task. So this isn't even actually section place, Julian. This is not listed in any particular order right now. So these top 5 teams, you guys have one last challenge to actually complete, and you guys are going to be doing the final task. So the final task is going to be split into 3 parts. So this is going to be like a beauty pageant of sorts. So firstly, your beauty is going to be building a machine that represents each aspect of STEAM. So these are going to be aesthetic points for this. So basically what you want to do is just build a machine as best as you can to represent each part of STEAM as best as you can. So this is going to be using whatever leftover materials you have. So this is why you want to make sure that you had some leftover materials. And you can use anything you have that is available in that box of materials that we delivered to you. In talent, you're going to have 30 seconds to just show off your machine to us, the judges, and tell us how your machine represents each part of STEAM. So this is going to be a bit of a presentation. Tell us how each part of your machine is going to play into STEAM, and we'll be judging you based off of how well that actually is incorporated, how creative that is, and things like that. So lastly, the last part of this is going to be questions. So you're going to have 30 seconds to just answer questions selected by the audience to defend how your machine can actually solve that proposed problem. So as a bit of an example for this, I'll read you a bit of what you could kind of expect. So for example, a question that you might get could be, could your machine defend against aliens? Your answer could be that my machine could defend against aliens because the skewer is actually a missile that will be able to shoot down any alien spacecrafts that arrive. Or maybe these canisters down here are thrusters that will allow the machine to fly up into space. So be creative with your answers, think on the spot, and try to come up with as best of a machine that you can. So for scoring, the judges will give you points based on these different categories. So firstly, STEAM incorporation. That's going to be how well is STEAM incorporated into your machine. So does it have science, technology, engineering, arts, and math? Aesthetics. So how does your machine look overall? As well as scenario questions. So this is basically how well can you persuade the audience and the judges of how your machine is going to be able to solve that proposed problem. So you're going to get 3 different scenarios. 2 of them are going to be a bit more serious questions, and the other one's just going to be a silly question. And then lastly, you can also get points for being a fan favorite. So which team's STEAM machine is the audience's favorite, and you guys will get to vote on that. So yeah, we'll get started with the final task if VD is able to actually bring all our judges on as well. Well, actually, yeah, bring our contestants on so that we can actually see what you guys are building and how you guys are going to be going about with this machine. And you guys will have about 10 minutes to actually build your machine. So I'm going to set a timer right now so that we can actually get that.
Yeah. Oh no.
Do your best, guys. And preferably I would prefer if you guys had your cameras on so that the other students can actually see what you guys are building. And I'm going to set a timer so that we can actually know when 10 minutes is on. So I see 2 teams and we have a couple more teams. So Team Yuan, we have, So we have Team Yuan, we have Animal Crackers, Julian, Ghostbusters, and The Boys. So those are our finalists.
Oh, wait.
Build like a giant platform with stuff on it. Oh.
Yep, you guys can leave your mic on or mic off. That's up to you guys, but good luck. So if you guys are all ready and set up to go, we will begin. Oh, here's some waiting. Okay, are we all good? Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go. So that's 10 minutes on the clock. Let's see who can build the best STEAM machine. And for the audience, I'm going to drop a Mentimeter into the chat. So this is just going to be a polling function for you guys to actually see, to actually propose what kind of questions you want to ask the teams that are competing right now. So I have a set of questions that you guys can pick from, and basically the top 2 of the serious questions will be proposed to the students, and the top 1 of the non-serious question is going to be given to the audience. Actually, do not use that link. That is the edit link. I just realized that. I will send you guys a different link. So use this link instead, sorry. So use that link and just basically put your vote in. What kind of question do you guys want to see being asked to the teams? Okay, I can see some people voting for the questions. Oh, very nice. I see one that's very much a fan favorite, but as we let that poll go, you guys can also move on into the next question as well for that poll to see what you guys will think is best for the silly question to get asked. Okay. Okay, I can see that the results are in for the questions at least. So I'm going to put those down so I know which ones to actually ask the participants. So that'll be this one. That one. Okay. As for the next question, I'm not sure if you guys are able to see the next one. So I'm not sure if it's proceeding into the next question. Okay, yeah, I see you guys are able to pick now. So let's see what you guys are going to ask. But meanwhile, I see our participants are building still, working hard, trying to incorporate as much of STEAM as they can. And yes, you can only vote for one, sorry. Oh, you can only vote on one. I think if you guys voted on the other one, you should. I see some people are actually able to vote on the questions. See, one is very much winning over the others. Okay, that's good to see. So yeah, we see our contestants are still building all their different tasks. A little hard to see for some of them, but oh, someone's putting together their catapult onto theirs. Very smart. See some creative ideas. A lot of different variety for what they can be building. Okay. And I can see a number of people still submitting answers to those questions, so that's good to see. Though I think we have a winner for what question we're going to be asking. Okay. Yeah, we guys have 6 minutes left, just to let you guys know, so you guys know how much time you have left. And I'm gonna close this poll here since that one is done. See our participants. Look at all my teams making the finals. Look at them go. I see some creative things going on. The boys putting together a very interesting looking contraption. And I see the Ghostbusters running around, grabbing things, materials. Julian's working hard on his own too. Very difficult. Good job on him for being the only single player actually in this top finalists. I'm going to be good. Best of luck. I see a lot of good things going on. Very creative. I'm excited to see what you guys end up building. And you guys have 4 minutes left now. And I see some people getting very excited. The boys getting very happy about something. See some people are still very much hard at work trying to get their machines built. See a very interesting contraption happening on Julian's, and I'm interested in seeing what that will end up becoming. Ooh, I see their origami paper craft is getting incorporated too. That's smart. I see some of the task facilitators cheering on some of these teams. And I see we are 3 minutes now, so almost finished, guys. Very close. And I see still a lot of people still putting things together. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. Seems Julian has disappeared from his screen, so I cannot see what he's doing anymore. I still some people playing with their oobleck. I'm happy to see that you guys are having fun with that. I see a plushie now on the table. Wonder what's happening with Julian. The boys have any of that paint left? Well, that's a question. I can see some people putting things together very frantically. So you guys have 2 minutes left. It's almost time, almost time. Oh, I see a team has lost connection, unfortunately. And hopefully they'll be able to get it back soon. Oh, indeed. Hopefully it's just a Wi-Fi network and they'll be able to reconnect soon. That is very unfortunate for sure. And I see Ghostbusters' arm reaching over, trying to grab some things. I wonder what they're up to now. Some mad, frantic hand gestures. Oh, I think we may have lost a team. Though hopefully they will be back soon. There they are. Oh, and they've left again. Hopefully they'll be able to get back on soon. You guys have 1 minute left. Well, 40 seconds actually. 40 seconds left. It's almost there, almost time. Last minute touch-ups for your steam machines. Guys can do it. I see a pile of stuff on Julian's and something launching into the air. Well, that was interesting. And I see Animal Crackers is coming up to look at the screen. I think they may be finished, potentially. Oh, the boys are finally back. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is time. So that is the last 10 minutes. So good job, everybody. I'm going to slowly, so no more working on your machines now. We're just going to listen to each group's presentation and see how you guys go. So is there anybody who wants to volunteer to go first? Because otherwise I'm just going to pick at random and voluntold you to go. Oh, I see the boys want to go first, so you guys are welcome to start. I will time you guys for 30 seconds on the clock. So show us your Steam machine, present it to us, and let us know how that is. And I think we're going to have the judges actually potentially come up as well so that they can actually watch while the other participants may be able to see. Just hold on one moment as we get this all sorted out.
Okay.
See, someone has raised their hand.
All right. Are we good to start?
Oh, sorry, we're just bringing in some of the judges so you at least can see who the judges are and what you might be actually facing. So there's Alan, that's our principal task designer. Thanks to him, we set up a lot of our tasks, and all of our different designers are going to come up now and also be part of the judging process. Oh, they've lost connection again. And there they are. Okay, I see a few of you guys here. Hello, so this is Evan. This is also one of our designers for the tasks. And some of you may be removed off the stage just to put some of the judges on so we can actually see everybody, because there is a limit of how many people can be on the stage at once.
Okay.
Are the judges all ready? Because I know some of you guys aren't on the stage yet, but if you guys are ready, maybe just say so in the chat so I know if they can start or not. Ready? Okay.
All right.
So you guys can start. So 30
Okay.
seconds on the clock.
Okay. So this is a bio research station. This thing right here is another animal trying to steal the research on this animal that we are trying to learn about. So on our little base or bio research station, there's like these. So if it gets too close, they like stab it away. And then here's a catapult to actually like fling a catapult and hit this animal. Then right here, this shoots out and it takes a sample of this animal so we can learn more about it. And back here is a motor to move it. And here is the hammock where two scientists are. And that's what
And that is 30 seconds.
All right.
So, did your best. Thank you very much. So next team that wants to go, I see Julian raised his hand, so you're welcome to go next.
So I have the dog ball launcher, my invention here of a small little launcher. So as you can see for art, I decided to innovate every aspect of since we got art here for the name. So calculator to calculate the distances. Here's will be a protractor. I never got time to label it, but it's a protractor to measure how far the angle is before you launch it. We have like Morse code to like call, or like just like a thing to call your dog back, a light. You can also use it for multiple purposes, but it's like to call your dog back in case you're going like really far.
Mm-hmm.
And this would be basically for technology. It is for each aspect of it, you have some. For the aspect of science, it's motion. Math will be the distance calculation. Technology or art I showed. The technology would be the long history of using this. And then
30 seconds. Sorry to have to cut you off, but that was very good. Very nice. And any other team want to volunteer to go next, or do I have to go? Do I have to pick some of you? So since I don't really see anybody particularly wanting to go, so how about animal crackers? Do you guys want to go next? There we go. So you guys have 30 seconds on the clock.
Okay, so I don't know if you can tell very well, but we created like a little speaker. And we just thought something kind of practical that you would use or need in your day-to-day life. Like, how many times do you actually need like a speaker to amplify like your music or whatever, in every day? So we made like a cute little speaker with like all designs with the creative aspect of Steam. And my friend here will describe the actual purpose of the scientific aspect of our project. So how it uses science and engineering and stuff. Engineering is the way we had to build it so that the sound would actually be amplified through the use of it. And then also if we think of the science behind it in terms of the wavelengths and how we have that mechanical energy that is compressing and turning the motion into sound energy, and that's going to help make larger sound.
Very nice. Okay, and we have the next team, which is going to be, I guess, if no one wants to volunteer themselves, Team UN. So you have 30 seconds.
I'm not sure if you can see it, but this is our military colonization base. So this is a catapult, and it includes physics and math, and it can be used as the last line of defense. This is a little snowman. It's used for entertainment, and it can also blind people with its LED light arms. This is Witch Cat Judy for some magic. These terrain buggies can be used to go around the base. This is an inspirational Colonel Ruffus sign. And lastly, this is our food source. It's a giant banana, and it also has mutagens. So every time you eat it, you get immunization for COVID-19.
Very nice, guys. Last team, and that is going to be the Ghostbusters. So do you guys want to go next now? You guys have 30 seconds. If you guys can show your machine on the camera. Wow, very nice. You guys ready to go?
Can you guys hear us?
Yep.
Okay,
Oh wait. So this is our battleship.
yeah, it's as you can see here, we have our mascot and we have our flag, the Ghostbusters.
We have lights all around. They're used for Morse code, and like they help kind of find a way, kind of like headlights.
So which is kind of like the technology part.
We have catapults here,
Right here.
used for defense.
We have two of them right here, actually.
Yeah.
And we also for defense.
We got rocket boosters, like that are at the back of the ship. We can't really show them. And then we have rocket fuel, which is represented by the hydrogen atoms that we had left.
So science part.
Yeah.
For the math part, we figure out the trajectory
Of the rockets and the catapults.
And engineering is how
The build connecting the cardboard.
I have to cut you guys off there.
Sorry.
There you go. Oh, so I'm gonna have to cut you guys off there. There you go. Very good. And now we're going to go into our question period. So each of you guys are going to get the same question, and you just have to answer them, and you have 30 seconds to answer them just like before. So I'm going to go in a different order this time. So since we went with Ghostbusters last, this time let's go with Ghostbusters first. So the first question that you guys are going to get is going to be, sorry, let me pull that up. So the first question, this is going to be a serious question, is can your machine help colonize Mars? So 30 seconds, go. Oh, you're muted.
Sorry. Yes, the rocket boosters can be used to get us to Mars.
so that they have so much power that can get us to Mars.
And there's still space left over at the front for cargo and crew.
Also, we have defense just in case we see anything on Mars that we weren't prepared for. So that's great.
Oh, you guys are muted again.
Sorry.
And also, we can use the lights to our advantage if it ends up getting dark there and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And overall, like a really big.
sorry, that's time. And next, we are going to go with Team Yuan, just to kind of go backwards since the other team went first last time. So are you guys ready? Same question. So can you guys colonize Mars with your ship? Let's go.
So first, our witch Judy can create a suitable atmosphere like Earth on Mars. And we can use these buggies to travel around on Mars. And we can bring our banana for an infinite food source. And to get to Mars, we can launch people with our catapult.
Very nice. And is that all, you guys?
Pardon?
Oh, is that all? Okay. Very nice. Next team, Julia. Or actually, no, that was Animal Crackers next. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, so our speaker can be used to colonize Mars. We can use it and its special sound waves to like take over the Martian Empire and see their ways surviving on Mars and using it to colonize.
Okay. Very nice. And Julian, would you like to go now?
Yes, but first I want to say I want to thank everybody here that worked and the students for coming, but mostly the people who came here and decided to put this together. I really love it. It's one of my top things I've ever done.
I'm happy you had a good time.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
And to colonize Mars, we could obviously dogs. Well, it would be hard, but I mean, if we were to supersize it, we could launch the ball, get on the back of our dog, and ride it. I don't know. I think we could just launch ourselves up there. That's not the smartest idea. Just launch yourself up there, supersize it. And to communicate, you could use the Morse code to communicate to Earth to call for resources with the light. And the calculator can really help you calculate your position, maybe by what you've seen and how far you've been.
That is 30 seconds. Very nice, very nice. And the boys, last team. Are you guys ready to go?
Yep. So the reason why we're taking research samples is because we're trying to test this animal to see if it's ever been on Mars. And if it has been on Mars, it survived. And it's similar to humans that if it survived, we could inhabit it. And then we also have these spikes just in case aliens come and try to attack us and steal our research. Also, we have the catapult to do the same thing. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And that's all. Very nice. Very good. Okay. So second question that you guys are going to get. So their second question is going to be, is your machine environmentally friendly? So I'm just going to pick at random for whoever goes first. So Team Yuan, how about you guys?
So all of our energy comes from Witch Judy because she controls everything. So we don't need to use any energy other than her own energy. So it is.
Okay. Very, very good. And how about animal crackers?
Okay, so basically, ours is environmentally friendly because you're using things that you can find all around you. And even if you brought that to like a mass scale or something, you could do that. And, it wouldn't damage the environment or anything since we're using common things. And even you could go to the extra step of even using compostable and biodegradable cups and stuff just to make sure that it's as environmentally friendly as possible.
Very good. That is exactly 30 seconds. Very nice. And how about Ghostbusters?
So our ship is environmentally friendly. Number one, it has a recycled hull, so we use recycled materials to build the majority of things. It uses hydrogen-based fuel, which leaves a minimal amount of impact on the environment.
And the dog's nose and eyes are solar panels is where we get our electricity for our lights in case we need.
Yeah, very good. The boys, would you guys like to go next?
So when this shoots off and gets the blood sample and it comes back, we analyze the blood sample, but also we turn it into fuel so that it can still go. Also, it is made out of wood, and every single tree that we cut down, we replanted.
Very good. And last but not least, Julian. How is it friendly?
Our plant, my thing here, since when you retract the catapult, it causes kinetic and it creates potential energy, which then gets converted to kinetic. That kinetic energy partially gets stored into a generator. It's basically the catapult is basically its own kinetic generator, and that kinetic generator will power the light bulb. Besides, it's all made from good trees that we do replant as well.
Okay, very good. That is 30 seconds. And now just the last question, which is going to be a bit of a silly question. So the question is going to be, how can your machine help the chicken cross the road? How about we have Animal Crackers go first? Oh, actually, I see Julian and the boys raising their hands. So Julian, I saw yours raised first, so you can go ahead.
So the chicken will fly. The chicken will come into the catapult, fly over, and since chickens can't fly, but they can slow themselves down with their wings, so to launch them over, they'll slowly flop down toward the ground on the other side of the road.
Very nice. Okay, and the boys, since I saw you guys raise your hands, how is it you're going to help the chicken cross the road?
All right, it's similar, but we actually put it onto the catapult so we know it's perfectly safe. launch it over to the other side. And also, if there is any attackers trying to get the chicken, we can fight them off.
Very nice. Safety for the chicken, I see. Anybody want to volunteer to go next? I see Team Yuan. You guys are going to answer how to help the chicken cross the road.
So first we could either catapult the chicken to the other side, we can carry it in a buggy and just drive across, or if we really need to, we can use Witch Judy's magic to blow the chicken across.
Very nice. Any other team wants to go next? Or I'll just pick somebody then. How about Ghostbusters? Okay.
So we have like 3 ways we could help it. The number one, we could fly it over, obviously. Or we could use our catapults, and since we have such precise calculations, we know it wouldn't be hurt.
And also, we could use the lights to draw attention to the chicken, and then the cars will stop, and then it won't get run over. Yeah.
Very nice. And last but not least, we have animal crackers. How are you guys going to help the chicken cross the road?
Because our speaker can use like high pitched sounds and like special sound waves, it can cause everything in the area to stop for the chicken as it crosses the road. Pedestrians, bikes, cars, even upcoming animals, so the chicken can cross the road safely and get to its destination without being bothered.
Very nice. So that is all for the final task. And the last thing I want you guys to do, especially for the audience, is I'm going to send another Mentimeter link into the chat, and that is going to let you guys vote for who is your fan favorite. And yes, the boys did answer the last question. Okay, and that is going to allow you guys to vote for which you guys thought was the fan favorite, and I'll see what those scores are going to be. I see quite a bit of variation. Let's see who ends up being the fan favorite. I'm not sure how many you guys are actually in this, so I'm not sure how many votes I should be looking for. Oh, we see two very close calls. Let's see who it ends up being, though. A couple more votes coming in. See, 30 people have voted, and I'm gonna say calling once, going twice. If no new votes count, they saw another vote in. Another vote. So if no new votes come in, then the fan favorite is going to be Team Yuan. So very good job, guys, for being fan favorite of the audience. But while we tally up the scores from the judges for the rest of the the rest of the questions as well as the presentation, I'm just going to go into the final task again. So thank you guys for joining me on stage here.